Do you remember your first time? You know, that first time that you were taking climbing, paddling, or even hiking. Well, this video is all about why that first experience is so important for us as outdoor instructors. Enjoy! Hi, my name is Niall and welcome to Instructor 101 for outdoor instructors that want to make an even bigger impact on those that they work with. Now, a big part of the industry is taster sessions, where we might be introducing a group or an individual to a whole new activity, so it's their first experience trying something. And there could be loads of reasons why they're booked on to this taster session with you. To build confidence, as part of a social event, to learn new skills, or they're just having an interest in whatever it is that you're teaching them and they want to find out if they want to do more of it in the future. Either way, it doesn't take away from the fact that this is this person's first time doing this activity, which is something which I think is easy to overlook, especially when we might have run that particular activity hundreds of times and we might take that experience for granted. It's really important for us as outdoor instructors to remember that although we might have done this activity hundreds of times or even run it hundreds of times ourselves, it will be this individual's first time experiencing that. And they will form an opinion on what that activity is or that sport is based on that experience. Now, I don't know about you, but when I introduce someone to a new activity, which I'm really passionate about, I want to encourage them to do it again. And if they have a negative experience, they'll form a negative opinion on that, and so they're a lot less likely to do that activity again in the future. And now that I come to think of it, they'll then go on to tell their friends and family about that negative experience, which could give them a negative impression as well. On the flip side though, they'll tell them if it was really good as well, so that could be a plus. So I want you to have a think about how your initial introduction, that initial taster session that you will have experienced, whether it's climbing, hiking, or paddling, and how that has helped you to form an opinion on that activity or sport as a whole. And think about how that could have been very different if you had a different experience and how that will have affected your opinion on that, and then potentially later on your career. So you can quickly start to see how these taster sessions, which could very easily be taken for granted, can shape someone's interests, their hobbies, and maybe even their life. Time for an example. For a long time, when I first started off as an outdoor instructor, I hated the idea of doing water sports. And I believe that a big part of that was because when I first started doing that initial taster, it was really cold. There was ice around, there was snow around, we were trying to do rescues as well. I just wasn't kitted out because I was just starting off in the industry, so I didn't have like a dry suit or anything like that. I remember just being really cold and not enjoying it and not really being able to focus. And it just helped me form this really negative opinion on paddle sports as a whole. And as a result, I just didn't pursue any sort of paddle sports for such a long time because of that first initial negative experience. When I look back now, I probably could have progressed a lot further if that initial experience had encouraged me and motivated me a lot more. So yeah, when you can, try and take some time to remember your first experience, and remember that although you might have had that experience or run that session hundreds of times yourself, for the client it will be their first time and they will be forming an opinion on that sport or activity based on that. So what do you think? Do you agree with this? Is this something that you've encountered, whether that's within yourself or with others? Let me know in the comments down below. If this video is useful, then please remember to like, share and subscribe. Share it with other outdoor instructors. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. There's loads more useful videos on my YouTube channel. Make sure to head over to Facebook and Instagram as well. There's loads of content there as well for outdoor instructors. But otherwise, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. And until next time, take care.